Here we go then, day one of my first ever cycling stage race. The nerves and excitement are equally as high. I'm cacking my pants because I don't know how it's going to feel, but we have got the fueling ready, the drinks, the bars, the gels, so there's nothing more we can do. Stage one is Dunsfold of the May 3-day Surrey League stage race, so I'll catch you there. So pre-race oats and coffee going down. We're running a little bit late, got exactly an hour till we start, haven't signed on yet. The Dunsfold circuit, I haven't actually ridden it, but I think it's pan flat or very flat, so there's no hills to play to my advantage, so I'm basically gonna have to bury myself today to stay with the fast guys. But it's this time it's a cat 2-3 race, so the standard's definitely going to be better than the last one I'd done. We have got lucky number 13 as the number for today. Uh-oh. Any tips, Dad, team manager?
Well, we've done all right so far. I found the start, haven't we? Like that. So
yeah, well, it starts there, but the actual course is 3 miles down the road, so Sarah and Dad are going to drive down there, but we're going to kit up and then it's going to be go time.
There we go then, it's Giorgio's bike for the day. Must be a serious event because he's cleaned it by the looks, and it's a very rare event, and he didn't do it in work's time as well, so it means it's even more serious. It's man, wife and machine. So I'm not sure what order that goes in these days, but there he is, all 67 kilos more meat on a McDonald's or a KFC, I think that's actually a little chicken wing. Giorgio's done all his disciplines and he's finally found that road is the
easiest.
the one that he's going to try and surpass in. Here we go then, all the motorbikes are starting to come through. Here we go then, lead out cars, Giorgio's second road race. No messing around, straight into a Surrey League 3-day event after only doing his one road race the other day. This course not really going to suit Giorgio. Here they come now. It's pretty pan flat, lot of teams here, so there's going to be a lot of people attacking, kicking off, so really he's looking forward to day 2 and 3, but he really does need to hang on here and you know, not go with all of the attacks, because if he goes with all of the attacks he's going to end up in trouble. So there he is, about mid pack there, just going around the corner there now. Here we are then, this is the sprint section of the circuit. Motorbike outriders going out there, and really going to cross fingers and hope Giorgio's managed to hang in. I did manage to watch his last video. I managed to hold my food down with the GS Mossa team kit that he was wearing. Here they come now, so it's looking pretty lively, pretty quick. Looking behind a little bit, so a few people chipping off, things like that. Just trying to see where he is. Just didn't see him there at all, so not quite sure whether he stayed with that or not. You know, there's some serious boys here, so some serious teams, 3-day event, so you know, are those KFC chicken legs gonna get ringed today? So be really interested. It's a group off the front already. There they go, oh, and this is a sprint as well, so the guys are coming in here to get some sprint points there. So maybe they're going to sit up a little bit, and we're going through there. Can't quite see Giorgio. The motorbike escorts are coming up. This is a little bit of a ramp, a little bit of a climb coming up here, so we're hoping that Giorgio is going to shine up here and pull them up there. And as I said, I did manage to stomach and watch the last of the GS Motor ride. You know, a big disappointment obviously with your son in motor kit, and then finding out that he thinks he's a road racer. But you know, you still got to love your kids, even though they come up with these shots. Here they are now, coming up there. I was hoping Giorgio might shine up there. It's a little bit of a dig coming up. Can't quite see him. Keep missing him. Old age, eyes just can't keep up. Here we go then. It's PC Del Capola on the speed camera. Motorcycle escort coming through on the Dunsfold circuit. There's a little breakaway just happened as well. I think hopefully he's in that. They're starting to look behind a little bit as well. Maybe they're not committed on this one just yet. I don't know. But there they go. Boys up in the front. Some trying to get across there. And there's Giorgio sitting right there. It's a good place to be. And he really does need to finish in the group punch today. And just trying to, but I'm really proud of him for that, because you know, the amount of training that he does, his commitment to it, and you know, I just really can't fault him. I mean, I get into work myself sometimes, and there's the rocket, and I know you're really just saying, I don't really want to see Giorgio, we just want to watch the rocket. So there's your little bit of rocket cam. And yeah, so you know, sometimes I'm in work, it's 7 o'clock in the morning, and Giorgio's already put in 2 hours of training. Still on the Dunsfold circuit, really tight corner here. So just going to see how Giorgio does getting around this corner. Just coming round, it's a really quite tight, quite gravelly corner there. Coming around, trying to see if Giorgio's picked up. Go on, Giorgio! Back in the face, he's up there again. He's looking really feisty. He's looking up for the business there, up the climb. He's looking good, looking like he's up for the job. Here we go. We've actually found the small climb on the circuit. Here we go now. A couple of lads off the front here, look, looking good, all riding for separate teams there. Here we go there, and there's the chasing pack there. Here they come up there.
So I'm just going to jump in on Dad's top quality commentary to explain to you how this race unfolded and just went to a complete disaster for me. So coming down the fast descent, there was potholes everywhere. I hit one of the potholes, my chain unfortunately come off. I'll pop on the screen, I've tried to like zoom in on the bit where I had to stop to put my chain on. So I'm working it out. I probably stopped. By the time I'd stopped, put the chain on, it was probably about 30 seconds I lost. And when you're off the back by 30 seconds plus of a fast moving group, it is really hard to bridge back on. So super disappointing, but these things happen. And I gave it absolute berries to get back on, but I'll jump back into the video now.
So really hoping Giorgio's managed to get back on this again. It's so emotional when he went past me. Of course, all I can do is just give him Dad's stern voice and tell him to get in there and get back on again. But it is going to start to get really fast now, and I think he's going to have problems getting there. I mean, maybe he could get back onto the second bunch. So they're the first lot that are away, and I'm hoping that he can get back on here, hoping he can control his emotions and turn that back into energy, but can't see him yet. Yeah, he hasn't come through there, and that looks like it's getting pretty feisty as well. So unfortunately I think he might have just put his head down a little bit. So it looks pretty unlikely now. I think his head's gone down. He just looks so upset. Worst time you could have had to have had a chain come off as well, because that was what his issue was. You know, Giorgio looks really disappointed, and I'm really gutted for him. So there they go, 2 for 6 of them in the breakaway there. Here we go. Here's the finish coming up now. Taking an easy cruise over the line. Yeah, well done.
To say I'm disappointed is an understatement. I've left the shades on so you can't see the tears running from my eyes, but we've found a little picnic spot on the green to have lunch. Look at that, athlete's lunch. The Rocket's got a cake, I've got an athlete. So the Rocket's got
chocolate orange cake. Millionaire shortbread.
I've got that. athlete today, but what can I say? I mean, it couldn't have happened at a worse time. So on lap 7, I don't know if Dad even picked it up when I was shouting at him what had happened, but I dropped my chain, and by the time I'd pulled over, put it back on and got going again, I didn't give up because I don't know, I knew I wasn't going to be able to bridge back on. I was basically doing like a threshold after an hour and 45 of racing, and I was never going to catch back up the speed they were going. The 2-3 race is ridiculously fast. So first stage race, lucky number 13 was clearly not lucky at all. But the most disappointing bit was I wanted to see how I was going to fare against the Cat 2-3s in the finale if I was still there. So that's what hurt the most, and obviously I wanted to try and get like as good as I can in the GC. So the GC is completely over now. I'm the GC. The GC is over, but I'm going to go back tomorrow, give it another whack, and the next day, and hopefully a bit more luck this time. But you win some, you lose some. Do you know what this feels like? The post cyclocross nationals debrief.
Oh my God.
I was just crying.
Play some violin music, should we?
God, yeah. Oh, that's bike racing for you. Day 2 of the May 3-day stage event, and you're probably thinking, why are you in a hoodie and not in your lycra? That is because day 2 was cancelled due to roadworks. A bit disappointed because obviously I wanted to see how the legs were going to perform like back-to-back days, but instead, what are me and the Rocket doing? We're back watching cycling. So we're at a mountain bike race, and we're just going to support Ben because he's racing today. So for those that have no care about watching mountain biking, I'll leave a timestamp down below because we will be racing tomorrow for day 3. Go on, Ben. I'll stop. Have a look at this. Can you imagine turning up at your local mountain bike race and the world champion on the start line? What an earth. Nice boys, flying. Go on, Ben. Honestly, look at the speed. Reminds me of you, Rocket. Look at that. Oh. Go on, Ben. Looking good, mate. Looking good. Watching this reminds me how hard mountain biking is, and I will definitely be staying to the clean surface of the road. So the Rocket said, do you not fancy racing again? No, I do not. They're going as fast as I've gone on the road, aren't they? Been flying. Here he is. How was it? Where did you come?
Second in the sprint.
We missed the sprint. We thought you said 4 laps.
No, he said 3.
3 or 4. I thought you meant 4. Second place. Who won?
Alfie and then Mac Madish behind.
Oh, I thought he had another lap.
So here we are, stage 3. Really unfortunate that yesterday's stage got cancelled. Stage 3, Surrey League Road Race. We're just going to show you the rollout. And there they go, guys are rolling out. The King of the Mountains going through there. Race leader going through just there. Giorgio's up there as well towards the back. Go then, this is the first lap, and the white flag down there, that's for the sprint. So this is part of the sprint. It looks like there's somebody, couple of them away there going for the sprint already, nice and early, providing oh look, and there's the pack behind there. So really hoping that Giorgio stays in with this one. So there they are, sprint's over. You know, really disappointed on the first day that his chain came off. He was absolutely gutted. He's training so hard for this, and I really do hope that he has managed to stay with this lead group here. I'm really bad at spotting him. There he goes. Go on, George! There they are. So he's in there. He's looking comfortable. We go then. Moved position, so we're around about halfway round on the second lap. The terrain that we're going through here as well is very similar to what Giorgio trains on back home, so hopefully it should stand him in good stead. I think these two guys could be the two that went for the sprint earlier on as well, and Yeah, there they go. A fair lead there, so it must be like 20 seconds, something like that. It's probably even more than that. And it'd be easy to see what, with that big peloton there, whether they're going to be able to catch that up or not. Go on, George! So he's still up there, looking quite comfortable as well. Here we go then. Here come the race cars here. This is third lap. It's a cheeky little climb here. The Rocket's got the top half of the climb. I've got the bottom part of the climb. I'd say it looks about 20%, something like that. But yeah, after some of these long straight drags, it's a cheeky one on the little legs, I would think. But this is what Giorgio's been waiting for. He fancies himself as a little bit of a climber. So we'll see how he goes up here. So I'm going to get the first part. Yeah, the breakaway's been caught. Look. So there you are. Proof of the pudding. The boys have got back in there. And let's see if Giorgio can put any hurt down. And where is he? There he is. Look at that. He's up there in the top 5. Nice work, Giorgio. There. So quite clearly he is a little bit of a climber. He says he likes putting the hurt on, and here you can see some of the guys at the back. Come on, guys. And it really is where it shows, isn't it? Well done, guys. Where the hurt gets put on into the locker there, and they're really struggling to get up there. It is really steep. I would say it's around about maybe 15-18%, maybe just cops up to about 20% just round there, like where they're going up there. So yeah, definitely a nice little climb, and Giorgio looked really comfortable in there, so really pleased with that. So let's see whether that's pulled anything out of Giorgio's legs doing that climb. So again, we've got 3 of them that have gone away. There they are. There's the green jersey from day 1. There's Giorgio there, staying about 10th position, so doing really well.
So last little bit, the leaders or the winners of this stage coming over the line. There was a group of about 5 guys that were only like 10 seconds up the road, and then it was the bunch kick where everyone just went bang and it was full gas, and then I came over back of the bunch, just rolled over. I'd love to say it was because I sat up, but in all honesty it was because I blew up on the little climb before. I didn't exactly know the finish. So that was it. Rolled in back of the bunch. Super happy with the performance, because I won't tell you the full details, but the night before I had a little bit of an upset tummy and I felt a little bit weak towards the end of this stage, but super happy to keep up with these guys. It was a super fast race. Loads of attacks, the climbs were brutal, so happy to just be in there at the end knowing that I wasn't firing on full cylinders. And that is my first stage race complete. There's obviously disappointment. Day 1 didn't go as planned. Day 2 got cancelled, which I was looking forward to seeing how I'd done like back-to-back days. And day 3 still in there in the end after having a bit of illness. Can't complain. It wasn't the outcome I hoped for, but that is bike racing. We can't win them all, and sometimes mechanicals happen, stuff like that. But it was really good to get in with a Cat 2 freeze and just build some experience. These boys are putting out some power. They are putting on the hurt. Like, it is boom, boom, boom. And the next video, I think I'm going to do like a bit of a tips one on what I've learned in my first few bike races, my road races, just to hopefully give people an idea of what it feels like to do your first few road races. It'll be like pure beginner's stuff, because I am still a beginner. Obviously this wasn't the outcome I'd hoped for. I trained pretty hard for this, but it is what it is. I'm hoping the next one, the next stage race I do or road race, goes smoothly and I can be at the pointy end and hopefully have the legs come the end of the race. But I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I'll catch you in the next one.